I just want to add to the last video here real quick. One of my biggest concerns is that when folks are having tough times, and there's a lot of folks having tough times these days, and if they need to file for bankruptcy, for protection, to keep them and their families off the streets, to stay proceedings regarded to evictions and foreclosure, that's basically what the bankruptcy laws are all about. And what I've seen here in this case is a very functional method used by lawyers and federal court bankruptcy judges to circumvent the stay of bankruptcy. Let's just say you're being evicted from your home, or a bank's trying to take your home and they haven't been recording your payments or whatever. And you need to stop them from taking your home because you have 3 children living there. You file for bankruptcy and you're protected by a bankruptcy stay in the foreclosure proceedings. They can't get around that. But what's going on here in Michigan with Bruce Havens and Daniel S. Opperman is it appears that they're allowing people to get around, to circumvent the stay of. This is a federal court ordered stay of bankruptcy. This means that no other proceedings with regard to where you live can be carried out without permission of the federal court. And what happened to us here was a bypass of that entire mechanism that is intended to protect people. So it appears on its face like a scam, between lawyers and judges, to get banks and other people around this automatic stay of bankruptcy, and that's most troubling to me, because it is fraud on the court. It's a direct fraud on the court, and it's very, if it happened like in my case, it's super simple to prove. So it's a matter of investigating the people that are involved with committing the fraud on my family and taking my family's home and its contents. But it's also relevant if you've been through similar proceedings where there's been a bankruptcy and you lost your home anyway. It might have happened this way, and if it has, I'd love to hear from you. And if you're particularly if you're familiar with the notice of intent to sell and take possession, like the one Bruce Havens filed on a Monday, and then executed the criminal intent stated in the notice of intent to sell and take possession the following weekend, which was 4 days later, without even time to object. So if you have a case similar to this, I'd love to hear about it, especially if it's in Bay City or Mount Pleasant and involves either Bruce Havens, Mount Pleasant attorney Bruce Havens, or federal court judge Daniel S. Opperman. Be safe out there.